Hi, this is Anne from Design Bundles, and today I'm going to show you how to make your text conform to a 3D shape in Adobe Illustrator. All right, let's get started. Okay, first we'll start a new document. So I'll come up here to Create New. I'll choose Print across the top right here, and then I'm going to choose Letter, and we'll create down here at the bottom right. All right, first we'll create our text. So to do that, I'm going to hit T on my keyboard, and that'll bring us to the text tool, which is right over here. I'll just click once on my canvas, and that'll give us some lorem ipsum where we can start typing. If you're on an older version of Illustrator, you won't have this lorem ipsum, but that's fine. You can just start typing. Okay, so let's type "Design is life." And I made that all caps. Now I'll get back on my selection tool, and I'm just going to increase the size of this by getting on a corner and holding Shift and then just dragging until it's bigger. Holding Shift constrains the proportions. And for this, I want kind of a tall font, maybe something like Impact or Oswald. Since everybody has Impact on their computer probably, we'll choose that one. I'll use my space bar to move my canvas over. I'm going to click and drag and then hold Shift and Option and make a copy just like this. And then I'm going to hit Command D, which will make another copy. I'll use my selection tool to select all three and then get on a corner and just drag this in while holding Shift. So I've got our three copies of the text selected. Now I'm going to click and drag and hold Shift and Option and just pull them right below the current text to make a copy. And then we'll hit Command D 2 more times or Control D on a PC. That'll just duplicate what we just did. We have all of our text ready to add to our 3D object. Okay, now let's hit our L key. L is the Ellipse tool, so we can just click and drag a small circle. I hold Shift when I do this, and that way it makes it a perfect circle. And I'm going to click and move this down here. I'll get over here on my fill and double click, and I'm just going to make this a light color, maybe a light blue. We'll say OK. Okay, let's come up to Effect, and we'll get the 3D options here, and we'll choose Revolve. And when we do this, we can kind of play around with the angles and see what they look like. So first I'm going to turn on Preview, and then you can see it's already a 3D object. I kind of want a hole in the middle that I can see all the way through. So to do that, I'm going to come over here to Offset and just kind of mess with this until I barely can see that hole, but it does exist. Maybe right there about 86 or 85. Okay, and now let's come up here and just play around with the angles here. I'm thinking maybe about -40 here. Let's try, 60 or so. Maybe we want this to be +40. Okay, and this is looking really nice. I don't think I need quite as large of an offset, so I'm going to highlight that and then use my down arrows to reduce it. And it looks like 60 will be about perfect. Okay, and now we'll say OK. Now this text we want to map onto this, and to do that we need to create a symbol from it. So I'm going to highlight it all with my selection tool and then open my symbols palette. I also want to let you know if you're not seeing any of these palettes, you can find them all underneath Window. So I'll go to Window and then Symbols to open that palette. You can see we've already got some symbols here, and I'm just going to click and drag these right here to make a new symbol. We want the symbol to be a graphic, and dynamic symbol is just fine. So we'll say OK. All right, and we can see it right here. Now let's get back on our 3D shape. I'm going to move this over into the center a little more. And then I'd like to get my options back. So to do that, I'm going to go to Appearance, and you can see the 3D Revolve right here. So I'm just going to click on that. Okay, and we'll have to turn on Preview again. And now we'll want to map art. So we'll click on this, and now we can choose a symbol right up here. So let's choose the one we just created. And you can see what's happened here. It's added it to the 3D object. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's do scale to fit. And now it's put it all the way around. Right here, I notice that life and design are a little too close. So I'm going to come over here and just move this away from the edge to kind of space that area out a little bit right here. Okay, and we'll say okay. And we'll click OK again. All right, now this looks pretty cool, but I think I want to change the colors. And we can do that after the fact. So I think I'd like my text to be kind of a neon green, and then maybe the donut shape can be black. So to do that, first we have to expand the symbol. I'll go to Object, Expand, and I'll do both the object and the fill and say OK. Then I'll double click the black, and I'm going to choose kind of like a neon green, maybe a little more toward yellow. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, and that's looking really nice. Maybe even a little more neon. There we go. Okay, and now all I have to do to replace the symbol is click and drag this and then come over here and hold Option and then put it right on top of that other symbol. And you can see it's updated it inside the 3D object. All right, let's hit M on our keyboard to get to our rectangle tool. And I'm just going to drag a background behind this. And I'll double click the green and change it to black. I'll say OK. And now this is in front of everything, so we need to send it to the back. That's Shift Command left bracket or Shift Control left bracket on a PC. Okay, this is starting to look really interesting. Okay, I'm going to click on my 3D object again, which actually is only a circle. If you hit Command Y or Control Y on a PC, you can see that you just have a circle there. Everything else is an appearance that's been added to it. So let's hit Command Y or Control Y to get back. Okay, my fill on the circle is kind of light blue, so I'm going to click on that, and then I'll click on the drop down and just choose black. Okay, and this is the effect I wanted. This looks really nice. Kind of a neon 3D look on a black background. Okay, if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, just hit the subscribe button and the little bell and you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.